Welcome
Man.
back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We probably get sued for that. They're gonna tell us to stop. So.
Yeah.
Welcome back,
Mace gonna come
everybody.
for us.
It ain't Mace, man. Stop saying that shit. This is this dynamic thing we got right here be killing me. He
What,
goes,
bro?
Mace. This is not Mace's song.
I
This is
get
a
it.
television show.
I get it, but I remember it from Mace.
And I remember from the television show.
All right,
Welcome back. Welcome. Ooh, me, Mr. Cotter. Me. See, you don't know the show.
No, I don't.
That was Horseshack. They was in a classroom, and Mr. Cotter would ask him a question, and Horseshack, ooh, me, Mr. Cotter, me, Mr. Cotter. He will always ignore his ass.
No,
Yeah.
see?
Welcome
Nope.
back, Carter.
Nope.
Welcome. Who else
That
used
old
that
shit.
track?
See, that's what I realized. That's probably why you want Sheeta on the show so bad. So y'all could sit there and reminisce in times and shit like that. And
Yeah,
then,
because you saw,
nah, bro, that shit.
like,
no.
you thought you came out with the CD player. Negative.
I thought my generation was, y'all generation was like cassette tapes.
No, it was cassette tapes and DVDs.
You educated me. I ain't know CDs came out in '82. I thought that was a '90s thing.
No,
I thought it was our generations walking around with the Walkman in our
that was
pocket,
us.
going on field trips and trying to get our CD to stop skipping and shit like that. I
No.
thought that was our generation.
No, our generation was the turn.
I
'Cause they
thought your generation was the boombox on the.
That is.
I
Yeah.
know, but that's my point.
Yeah, so it was the boom box, but you can't carry a boom box everywhere. So that's when they came out with the cassette tape. And then at the cassette tape, the cassette tapes, the DVDs came out because the cassette tapes used to pop. If you rewind it too many times and too fast,
Real quick.
it would pop.
Did you used to have a boombox
Yes.
on your shoulder, walking
Yes.
down the street?
Yes.
Big ass John,
Yeah.
big ass D batteries.
Yes.
Y'all was committed like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you was. You was, bro.
Y'all was committed like a motherfucker.
Around that time, it was Big Daddy Kane, Raw. Boom, 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 boom. That was my shit. And then it was
There's that one.
Paid in Full. Those was the songs that I listened to.
So when y'all used to walk around, y'all used to put one tape in the joint and have other ones in your pocket or something like that?
You had
Or
so
just-
many songs on there you didn't need. You only needed one tape.
Oh, word.
It was 90 minutes. Yeah. You flip to the other side.
Y'all only had 90 minutes of music?
On one side.
180?
That's a lot of time, bro.
You got to think it's different now. Stream, you got unlimited.
Yeah, but you're not going to listen to all of that. Bro, you got to remember.
Bro, I listen to 3 hours of music easy just like let that shit run and
But
play.
you fail to realize y'all got 2 verses, 12 bars. We had 3 verses, 16 bars.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
that
songs
shit
used to
was
be
shit.
long as
Their
shit.
songs was long as shit.
8-minute songs and shit back in the day.
No, they was about 3.5, 4 minutes. Yeah.
Mm.
You do that shit for 90 minutes, bro, you getting a lot of fucking songs.
I was committed. You committed
Yeah.
as fuck.
So we came right before 8 tracks.
Right. And
So
then,
8
and the-
track
and the
tape-
record player joints.
The tape decks, the tapes was a smaller version of the big ass 8-track that they had going on. So they
Right.
took the 8-track and made it small. And boom, you would pop it in. Then if you popped it, if you was real good, because if I popped mine and it was a banging tape, I would take the tape apart, well, not even take it apart, get the 2 ends and put them together and put it would take you forever. Take
What?
a real thin piece of tape over it and cut it. You had to right there and do that shit right. Because if you didn't, because the drum would twist up. You had to pull it all the way out till it's till it stopped twisting and take your finger and straighten it out. And then take your finger and roll that drum back up. Or a pencil.
Y'all talking about the cassette tape joints, though. I ain't never cut it.
Yeah, because it popped. You ain't got to cut it. It popped.
Oh, no, I never heard of that shit. I never heard of repairing it.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Yo,
would take
y'all-
a little yellow pencil, stick it in there, and spin that joint back and let it woo. Yeah, that's because that tape was the it. You had every jam on that joint, and you couldn't duplicate it.
Hey,
you couldn't go back and find it. No, I ain't getting
I
rid
would
of this.
say this
song.
younger generation, they got it easy. They don't got to worry about the tape
Yeah.
popping or
Nothing.
skeety skipping. They
None
don't
of
got to
that
worry
shit.
about none of that shit.
Yeah, the record, the CDs was a clear version of the record.
Right. I used to hate when my favorite CD get a scratch on it or some
was
shit
done.
like that.
You was done. I still like the tape deck.
What was your trick to cleaning your CDs? Because you know
Alcohol.
alcohol.
Alcohol and cotton.
Some people used to use toothpaste.
I ain't never do that.
Some people used to take toothpaste, dilute it, and then put it on their CD, and then use like a silk cloth and wipe that joint down.
No, I used to get
That joint
cotton.
used to work.
I used to get cotton with alcohol. Damp that joint, blow it off first. I don't want to see no
No,
lint
right.
or nothing, and just real smooth. and then you could watch the air dry it up, and you ready to go.
Yeah, I used to hate the people that use their shirt. That shit
Nah,
used to.
that scratch it up.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
get mad. They were like, "Let me see,"
So we held.
because people used to do that with our video games.
Used
Because
to
we
hold.
had PlayStation.
Used to
and
hold
shit.
it like that. Take your finger, stick it in the middle and on the edge. Used to
Yeah.
hold it like that and put it in there.
I used to
yup.
hate the people that just grab the CD and pull that shit out. Like,
Yeah,
no, you
nah.
gotta push the
Push the
joint.
button, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck your
so-
CD up.
Yeah, no, that was our
This
era.
younger generation got it easy.
No, y'all lazy.
You can't say my generation is lazy.
Y'all lazy.
No,
Bro,
my
you
generation.
never even been to a record store to pick out a record.
All right, that's different though. But I have been to a CD store. I've been to a CD store. Like we were just talking about how we used to go to CD stores and GameStop and shit like that.
Yeah.
To go get our games or our whatchamacallit. So we had our version of what y'all used to do.
But it's nothing like going to the store and picking out a record.
That shit is too much, bro.
No, it's not, man. You
It's
got,
too much.
it looked like it's a lot, but there's an art to it. So you would know your genre before you even went in there. So like mine would be soul. I go straight to the soul. And it'll start from, I don't know, Michael Jackson, Temptations, and it just keep going and keep going and keep going. And just you stay there for hours. And like everything was based on the cover. That cover art
It told you everything.
told you everything.
Yeah.
And typically, if you had a badass female on the cover, that had some slaps on that joint.
But
That's where the slaps was
Yeah.
at. That joint be banging.
I-
Like, yeah,
that's too
this is the joint right here. But yeah,
It's just thinking about that whole process. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the record store today and I'm gonna get some records. No,
Yeah.
that's too much, bro. Just
nah,
go. No, bro.
that was
Because
part
how
of
many
it.
how many songs came on a record like
Shit.
back in the day?
Just like
like-
a
Just like a CD,
Yeah.
like 14, 16 or something like that.
yeah, it had
Yeah.
2 sides on that joint.
Yeah.
Yup. You, boop, flip it, look. You hear that vinyl sound? You hear that? And it was a rap. Yeah.
Oh, and y'all used to sit there and read the lyrics and all that
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
Oh my god, bro.
Yes.
Now you could just put that shit on the TV and let that shit run.
Cause y'all lazy,
It's,
man.
it's just convenience.
It's not a convenience.
It's
is
called work
laziness.
smarter, not harder.
But convenience is laziness, man.
It is in a way, but
Yes.
work smarter, not harder. You
All
get
right.
so much more done.
Yeah. Well, everybody, welcome to the show. That was y'all history moment.
I'm back.
Yeah, Dev is back. Yeah.
What's this, episode 13?
Episode 13. Episode, damn, we are rolling. I remember episode 3.
I know.
Sheesh.
I know.
Episode 13.
I can't wait till we get to like episode 100. That's going to be a celebration.
Yeah, I'm going to start
We're going to
saying.
sit here with champagne or something on the table or something.
Oh, yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. I might not be talking. I might be drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, okay. Welcome to episode 13. This is the Grind 24/7 podcast.
Yes.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, my man, you was out of town
Yeah.
doing your thing.
Bachelor party.
Bachelor party. You was out there at Dallas
Yeah.
representing. I saw you with your Eagle Gate. What jersey did you have on?
I always wear Jerome Brown.
Jerome Brown.
Represent R.I.P. Jerome Brown.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
What's up? Yeah, I was cheering for the Eagles. We got blown out, but we got blown out, but we was in the stadium talking shit still.
Yeah. My man was
Dallas
doing
fans
his thing.
talk the worst shit. They like, see you next year. We be like, it's still the playoffs. Like, what are y'all talking about?
That was their playoff.
And you know how like Philly people talk shit, like, fuck out of here, pussy. Like,
Yeah.
we all aggressive and they just like, see you guys next year. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not even talking to y'all
But
right
you
now.
gotta realize they don't do anything in the playoffs, so that was their playoffs.
I know, I understand that,
Yeah.
but that's what we were saying too. And then they got this new thing where Dak, before he hiked the ball, you heard him go, "Here we go." They be saying that shit the whole game. That shit is retarded. They like, "Come on, Dallas, here we go." Yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That going to that stadium made me hate Dallas fans.
Wow.
But I will give them credit in their presentation of like how they present the game. I don't know if it's that big ass screen
Yeah.
or that stadium is immaculate. So I'll give them the stadium. That stadium is crazy, immaculate as far as presentation. I even watched the halftime show, all that.
Yeah.
And then their female fans.
Yeah.
I might get in trouble for this, but their female fans is sexy as fuck.
Good. Fun fact. That stadium is so big, you can put the Empire, no, I'm sorry, you could put the Statue of Liberty
Yeah,
in the middle of the field and close the top.
that's crazy.
That's how big it is. When we was down there for the Earl Spence Danny Garcia fight, and I had left them and just ventured off on my own, and I went to the stadium, and I walked up on the stadium, and it's so big, it's breathtaking, with all the glass, and then on the sides with all of the trophies and stuff that is all that.
Right.
So that they did a little tour. They take you on a tour throughout the building. Like, it was amazing.
Right. I can't imagine seeing it empty because when it's filled with people, it seems smaller. But when we walked up, see, if anybody don't know, the reason why we see Dallas fans lined up at the door to go rush so they can just see the whole stadium.
Yeah,
they get the front row, you get the best pictures and all that type of shit.
It's huge. Like
they be there early as shit.
To enjoy that Megatron or TV, they want to call it. You gotta sit high.
You gotta sit in the nosebleed.
Yeah, to get the full view. Yeah, but to be down there on the bottom and looking up, you don't get the full effect.
Right.
But it's huge, man. That joint is huge.
Right.
So
right.
That's what's up.
No, that joint's dope.
So did you go to any strip clubs for your bachelor party?
Yeah. So my little brother went with me, bro. So he wanted to go to a Spanish joint because he loved the little bonitas, whatever. So we went to a Spanish strip club, right? Yo, I found out Spanish strippers are lazy as hell. Y'all need to work on your craft. Y'all beautiful, sexy, but I need more than that to throw a couple. You go to a black strip club, you see them flipping upside down, sliding down, boom, drop that shit, pick it back up. Yeah, now I'm excited and throwing my shit, but they was just walking out, give you a little twerk and walk back, smile and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? The best you get is like the little personal dances.
Yeah, you're not gonna lie. I went to Magic City one time, and I walked in, and outside is gorgeous. I walked in, the inside was like, you can't be this. Are you serious?
Right.
Like, there's no private rooms, like they got a little part where you go up and there's a sheer curtain and there's like 2 or 3 couches there. And I'm getting a lap dance next to my man. Like,
that's how they lap dances was. I went upstairs one time and they seats was just all out in the open. Oh, this is ass. I don't like this.
This shit was horrible.
Yeah.
And they had a stage right in the middle of it. Now, what I will tell you, like you said, the black girls are doing everything.
Right.
This pole was so high. 2 people shot up the pole. They shot up the pole. The one that was on the bottom laid out flat. And the other one that was up top had high heels on and jumped on top of her. And she started twerking while the girl spent around the pole.
See, that's
nice
the type
and slow.
of shit that I'm used to seeing. Like,
I ran up to that stage and started screaming. And threw all my fucking money in one shot. Like,
just everything. Take it all.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, Spanish strippers is lazy.
Get y'all twerk game together.
But that was my little brother first time in the strip club.
That's
so he was going crazy.
Yeah.
He got kicked out.
Oh, shit.
I had to go pay his tab.
Like, my man, stop touching.
Yeah, I was like, no, not because of that. He just kept going back upstairs for private dances.
Damn.
And I was like, yo, bro, you could say no, right? Like, you could tell him, like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
He was down to his last 20. John came, took him upstairs. He told the girl one song. She kept him there for 5.
Oh.
He like, Dev, I said one song. I was like, bro, you wasn't supposed to go upstairs. You supposed to chill for a little bit. The night was still young. It wasn't even like 1, 2 o'clock yet.
He don't have proper go-go etiquette.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to teach him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can't. When I go, it depends on what time I go. If I go early, I'm sitting.
Yeah,
I know the Doms ain't coming till later on.
Right.
Because they know the ballers and everybody that's gonna spend money is gonna come later on that night. So if I get there early, typically if I get to a strip club, they got a TV or something. I'm probably just catching some games. I might grab one and flirt with or whatever. But I got 2 pockets. I got that slim money. And I got that husky money.
It's not other John.
Yeah. So, and you can play with the little $30. Get her out my way. And then when the Doms come out, then it's on.
Yeah. See, for me, what I do is I usually take a wad of money and just sit it there, but I'm not spending it fast.
Yeah.
So I'll sit there and let them know I got money, but I'll spend it when I want to.
Nah, I do something different. I wait till they come in and I'll go to the bar. Yo, give me $300 worth of ones. And I just keep it stacked up.
That's what I mean. That's me. But I keep my hand on it. So it'd be like a stack.
Damn, we guard that shit.
Yeah, like I'll sit there. Because like one time I was in Vegas. The chick, I got a little private dance. It was 2 chicks, one in front of me and one was sitting behind me on top of my head type of joint. So I'm sitting there throwing my ones. The chick come and grab the money out my hand, just start letting that shit rain.
Oh, wow.
Give me my money back.
You ever have a bad experience in the strip club?
No, cause I ain't really strip club bull.
Man, let me tell you, we was in San Juan. We had just left St. Croix. We left St. Croix. We took a private jet from St. Croix to San Juan.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the strip club. It was me, Mike, and Reef. Reef played for the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
And we at the strip club, they put us in the back, and it was like a big room with a big curtain around. So we had it where every 5 songs we get a new 5 girls. So every 5 songs, a fresh
I'd have been
5
like, that's
girls
5,
coming.
rotate.
Yeah, that's how we was. Switch. That's how we was.
Yeah.
So, and it was only 3 of us, and we had 5 chicks. So this one John, man, this shit was bad. So I think the 3rd round, there was so much money on the floor, we couldn't even see the color of the floor. That's how much women was in the joint and how much money we was spending. And we kept sending Mike. Mike kept coming back with ones like this, and his shit was crazy. So
blowing that shit.
So they had a security guard. So I'm thinking the security guard is there to keep them off of us, or us off of them,
right.
Whatever the case may be. All right, cool. So the 5th song goes off, and the girls are walking out, but the one girl started talking to the security guard, and I still had my 2 girls right here, and like 3 girls came in, whatever, and they went to Mike, and they went to Mike and Reef. So I got my 2 girls right here, and they doing what they doing, and I'm just throwing that money like, yeah, girl, eat that. Yeah, girl, get that. And I'm over there tripping. The song goes off, and I start busting it up with them, and they like, all right, we'll meet us, da. And I just happen to peek over and hear the girl and the security guard talking. And he like, nah, girl, you got to do it like this. This nigga jump up on the pole, upside down, split his legs, and spin around. What the fuck? I said, yo, check, please. Time to go.
Yeah, this joint escalated. I
said, what is
fucked
going
up the whole
on?
vibe.
The whole vibe was shot.
He spun around and all that?
He jumped on the pole upside down with his legs split it wide and spent around the drum. I'm like, I'm trying to get bat signals and shit. Yo, it's time to run. I said, what the fuck is going on here?
He said, no, girl, you got to do it like
he
this.
Said, no, girl, you got to do
Let
it.
me teach you something real quick. He fucked up the whole vibe.
Yo, he was big as shit. He husky to the motherfucker. He got the agent vest on, the gun, all this kind of shit.
I can't imagine that shit.
Like, okay.
That's probably the last thing you would expect to happen at the...
It was bad, yo. It was bad. I'm aroused like a motherfucker. My shit said, check, please, gotta go.
Right.
I said, damn. That was the worst shit ever, yo. Yeah, we got out of that joint quick. So, yo, he had the whole agent vest on, gun on his hip, black on black.
I would say I had a bad experience at the club we went to in Austin or whatever, wherever it's called, Echo.
Yeah.
So I'm on my boss hog shit, like, all right, I'm gonna just pay for everything. Everybody gonna be good. So I walk in. So I'm like, all right, let me get 2 bottles. Get the little shorty. Let me get 2 bottles. Let me get 2 hookahs.
Yeah.
Set us up. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm expecting, I just spent damn near $800 in this bitch.
Yeah.
They gonna come out with the sparkles, the sign. They came out with these 2 little ass LED lights. They might as well have been glow sticks. And they come out with 1 bottle girl just like this. And I'm like, I'm ready to like send that shit back, but I'm like, all right, whatever. Fuck it. Like, put it. Fucked up. I was supposed to be boss hogging that bitch. Fuck the whole thing up. I even told my bro, hey, yo, bro, record this. And then they came out, and I'm like,
oh, shit.
So the joint I posted in my video, that wasn't the first one. That was the lounge area. So then we went over to the club area, and then I see they got somebody getting a sign with sparkles.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, bro, go get another bottle. I need that moment. Like, I need that. Like, I damn near got a whole nother bottle just for the sparkles and the sign.
Yeah.
They did me dirty, bro. That was supposed to be my moment.
Oh, shit. Well, let's get into the show. We won't, because we can go down a rabbit hole on this one.
Right.
Let's get into the show. Well, we almost started with our prayer and keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
Dear Lord, thank you for waking us up this morning. We ask you that you continue to bless us each and every day. We ask you that you bless this podcast to the point that when they ask us, how did we do it? Only thing we can say, if it wasn't for God, none of this is possible. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, and amen.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, glad you back. Glad you back. Glad you are back. So let's get right into it. What's going on in the news? I got some. I can start it off.
I'm about to
I can
say, it's a
start it
couple
off.
things.
Yeah, I got started off. Bill Belichick.
Departing with the Patriots
Yes,
potentially?
yes. There's talks that they're going to release him
Yeah.
at the end of the season. So, which is cool. Crazy. Some things I didn't even know. Like I didn't even know he did 29 seasons.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He did 29 seasons. His record is 331 and 173. That's
So you
crazy.
pretty much won half your games.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
A regular season, he's 300 wins, 160 losses. He postseason 44 times. He's 31 and 13.
That's good too.
Yeah, he got 8 Super Bowls. Well, 8 Super Bowl rings. 2 was I knew that was gonna get you.
Dang.
I knew that was gonna get you. People don't know that he got 8 rings.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he got 6 as a head coach, and he got 2 as a defensive coach. And the 2 that he got as a defensive coach was with the Giants. 85.
When he was with Bill Parcells.
Yeah, he was under Bill Parcells. 85, they beat Denver, Elway.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what year. I forgot what year it was because I know this for a fact. They beat the Bills 20-19. The reason why they beat the Bills 20-19, I remember because at the time I was a Bills fan. We lost 4 in a row going to the Super Bowl.
You was part of that drought?
That was who was it? Jim Kelly.
Yeah, that's
Thurman Thomas, Bruce Smith.
They had that wide open offense.
Yeah. And they
that
lost
spread
4
offense.
in a row. And actually, they was actually picked to beat the Giants in the Super Bowl, and they lost 20-19.
Was that the last Super Bowl they went to?
No.
Oh.
That was like Super Bowl 2 or 3 or somewhere around in there.
You that old, bro?
No, meaning out of the 4.
Oh, I'm about to.
Damn.
He said Super Bowl 2 or 3.
Meaning they went 4. They went 4 times.
Damn.
They went 4 times and they lost 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah. So, shout out to Bill Belichick and his great
so now,
career.
Do you believe now that they releasing him? Was it the coach, or was it Brady?
It was both.
Because Brady won without Belichick, but Belichick couldn't win without Brady.
But Brady went into a system with more toys.
I know, but
Belichick had no toys. Belichick. What's the quarterback name? We just did something on him.
Matt Jones?
Yeah, Matt Jones got more interceptions than he's completely colorblind.
Yeah, Matt. I seen the stat where it's like Matt Jones got more interceptions than Brady had in his whole career in that stadium.
The last time I talked about Matt Jones, he had 10 interceptions.
Yeah.
He's got way more than that right now.
Right.
Yeah.
He threw more interceptions this season in that stadium than Brady threw his whole career.
Yeah.
That was a crazy ass stat.
I don't care who you are. You could be, I don't care what coach you are. When you don't have toys and you got that kind of stuff happening,
so it was
you're not going to win. Huh?
It was the quarterback then.
I'm sure you could plug another quarterback in there and they do better than that. Like if you took Cam Newton and put him in that situation.
He had Cam Newton.
But Cam Newton ain't throw all them interceptions.
But he ain't win.
He had no other toys.
Still
I just think as a
Brady didn't have toys sometimes. He had Julian Edelman.
Are you crazy? Edelman was the worst.
All right, first of all, I get you. He wasn't like a high draft pick. He wasn't anybody.
Bro, that draft pick,
don't
mean shit. That draft pick don't mean shit. No, it don't.
So you saying Julian Edelman could have went to any other quarterback and still been the same person?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, he could.
Hell no.
Yes, he could.
Hell
That boy was a ball player.
He was a ball player, but no.
He was a ball player.
No, because Brady was able to set him up in positions to be able to succeed. You can't say that got nothing to do with Brady.
No, I'm not saying it don't have nothing to do with
I can say who
Brady,
could go somewhere when he had Gronk. Gronk can go anywhere and be Gronk.
Yeah.
But Gronk still not going anywhere and doing what he did in New England.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. That's like saying
because you got to be a special quarterback to be able to throw that bitch up and know that your guy was going to get
no,
it.
you don't.
Uh-huh.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. You ain't got to be no special quarterback for that. He's a dog. He gonna go get the ball. It's just like Chelsea. Dude is a real deal. He can go to anybody team and do that. That tight end is the real deal.
Not a lot of quarterbacks know how to throw it to their tight end.
Bro, you don't have to throw it. Throw it in the area. He's going to go get the ball.
But that's my point, though. You got to be a good quarterback to know to throw it in the area.
No, you don't, bro. You got to be a good quarterback to hit pinpoint.
When you have a top target, a lot of times if they're not open, still throw it in their area, right?
That's what I just said.
So one of the things is with Dak Prescott, when he went to the Cowboys at first, when they had Dez Bryant would be open the same way he was with Tony Romo, but Dak didn't know to still throw that ball.
Because that's Dak. Dak dumb.
But that proves my point.
No, it don't. Dak is dumb, but
That
a
proves
good
my
quarterback,
point.
a good quarterback is going to throw it in the area. That's why Philadelphia are good the way they are, because our quarterback throws it in the area and our wide receivers go get the ball.
You think they in trouble, the Eagles?
No.
With 2 blowout losses?
No.
You think they in trouble?
No. See, this is what people don't understand is football.
I think their coaches are predictable.
Definitely are predictable.
It's not the players. I think it's the coaches.
No, it's the coaches. I will agree. It's not the players. They're definitely predictable. But if you look at people's schedules and where we are, 13 games into the season?
Yep.
There's games where your top teams have lost. There's games where your top teams have got blown out. It's just happened. Ours came back to back.
Right.
We've been winning for so long. It's bound to happen. Like, I'm not nervous at all.
But the great coaches can adjust. And what I realized with the Eagles is,
we don't.
Like, it was so bad at the Cowboys game. I talked to my friend who's a Cowboys fan. I said, they had a drive where A.J. Brown fumbled. But before he fumbled, I hit him. I said, I don't know why they don't just continue running the ball. They was getting 5 yards a pop.
That's our number.
5 yards.
Anybody that play football know your run game will set up your pass game.
Exactly. But they stopped running, and I said, watch, they're going to do a dumbass pass. Something going to happen. And it exactly happened. They threw that slant, and no fault to anybody, but some dumb shit happened where you could have just kept running the ball and make them stop it, and then now here comes your RPOs or your play action passes and all that type of stuff.
Tell me, why are we saving Swift?
I don't know.
Someone said
I used to say because he's injury prone and like you want him for the later half of the season. Honestly, at this point in time,
let him go.
I really think the offensive coordinator relies on Jalen Hurts too much. And because of Jalen Hurts not being fully healthy, now his playbook or his is limited.
Shrink.
Exactly. And he's not using his other weapons. Like, you got Julio Jones. Where the fuck is Julio?
Why are they not throwing the ball to this dude?
Or why is he not on the field and just put Devontae Adams in the slot? I said Devontae Adams. Devontae Smith in the slot and let him do all the undercrossing and all that type of stuff.
I have no clue.
Then you got A.J. Brown. You could do anything with him.
I have no clue. I just think.
And you still got Swift, which is Swift before coming to the Eagles.
Swift is a slot. You could put him in a slot. He's
you can
dangerous.
do anything.
You can do anything with him.
He is like Christian McCaffrey. If not, potentially I feel though he could be better.
Yeah.
However, you're not using him in a passing game, nothing like that.
He's not using his toys. He has toys, and it's like you got the Bentley and you ain't use all the functions in the Bentley yet.
Yeah, I ain't playing with the paddles. I ain't
you just
put this bitch in sport mode.
You got it in regular mode.
Yeah,
you didn't even turn the massage.
I'm driving it like it's a Honda Accord.
Yeah. Like, you didn't even turn on the massage seats. You got the heat warmers on, but you ain't used the massage seats. You know, it's just he's not using his toys. He's not using all the functions.
So it's like, that's why for me, I say if they don't sit down, the coaches don't sit down and figure out how they can make their offense a little bit more unpredictable. Because when you watch the San Fran game, they got so many toys, but their offense is so unpredictable, you don't know where they're going with the ball.
Us, you do. I'll be sitting there calling. It'd be like 3rd and 7. I'll be like, up the middle. Here come a dumbass draw.
Right.
Like, why and you know what would be killing me? We can stretch the field, but we live or die with these dumbass screens.
Yeah.
They don't understand, man. When you run that shit, you shrink your offense. When
Yep.
you shrink your offense, you shrink your defense.
Seen the shit that happened to the Chargers? Bull picked
Damn.
that shit with one hand.
Yeah, y'all.
They got blown.
Charles
Don't
is-
talk. Don't talk.
we
about it.
gonna leave that alone.
I want them to fire the
Jesus
coach.
Christ.
But
He is. He out of there.
yeah, I've been wanting him. I wanted him fired after the first season when I seen him just going for it for pointless fourth and threes, and then we can get 3 points, but you going for it.
Yeah.
No.
Oh well. Other news: Draymond Green, my man, is tripping.
Yeah, suspended indefinitely.
Yeah, as he should. Now,
the mixtape of him, like all his highlights of
That's
him,
what I was
like
great-
fucking people up
Yeah,
in the NBA.
I was great to
He
say-
got the best highlight film ever in
I was
the
going to say
NBA.
he punched Poole. Who else? He
Choke Rudy.
Thumped on my man nuts.
Yeah.
Choke Rudy.
He
Yo,
kicked Steven Adams in the groin.
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, it's like
he
he's
had
tripping.
another joint where he like stepped on somebody's chest.
Yeah,
Now he just hit the ball,
Yeah.
punched the ball in his neck.
yeah, he tripping. So like they trying to say he need help. I say Draymond Green is a bully. The one way you stop a bully is you punch him in his mouth.
Yeah,
Meaning he pick and choose who he picking on.
right.
He pick and choose. I'm pretty much sure he get into a fight or altercation where somebody smack the shit out of him, punch him in his mouth, or do him like I can't see him back in the day balling like that. Like I see him against Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman's trashing him. Bill Lambert. We go all the way back. Bill Lambert would have sucker punched him. Charles Barkley. Like who you?
Yeah.
Karl Malone. Who are you? Shaq. Who are you doing this against, bro?
Right. They going to meet him with the same energy.
Yeah, he's matter of fact, they going to him first.
Right.
So who like you pick and choose who you doing this stuff to? Because I'm telling you, back in the day, it's an all-out brawl. And the bench is clearing.
Yeah.
Like
Everybody coming.
Ain't nobody just walking around letting that shit go
And
down.
the bull, what'd he say? He's like, I'm glad he ain't choked me.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, you glad he ain't choke you. What are you? Like he did it, knocked your throat off.
Yeah, like
so
like,
it's just
oh,
they different.
He,
they different.
He can sock me in my face, but please don't choke me.
Yeah, it's he got the bully syndrome going on, and now they talking about he need help. He
I
ain't
know
need
they
no
trying to make it
goddamn
into a mental case.
Yeah, ain't
I
nothing
don't
wrong
like
with
what
him.
Steve Kerr did. He condoned all that
Yeah.
shit while they was winning, but now they losing. Now Draymond, it's deserved, and he need help.
They fake.
You
like
his
I
head
said.
coach, you're supposed to stand by.
Let me
him,
let me
man.
see you do that to some dogs in the league because you know it's gonna be different. Let me see you punch one of the twins like that. See
Yeah.
what happens. First of all, they got 13 people sitting in the stadium
Being ready to
that's ready to rock
yeah.
and roll when they coming down there and don't care about nothing. So and we're gonna meet you after the game. Like it's just gonna be a snowball effect.
Right.
It ain't gonna stop. And you pick and choose who you want to punch on. That shit ain't that you're a telephone tough guy. That's what you are.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, nah, he soft as shit. He pick and choose.
Draymond.
Is the toughest dude in the league right now of a league that is soft.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yep.
He the
Yep.
toughest soft
Yep.
guy I've ever seen in my life.
All right. So since we on NBA, you done with that?
No, go ahead. Yeah, I'm done.
You see the John Morant shit?
No.
So yeah, so John Morant, right? One, he's about to be reinstated playing from the
Oh,
gun.
he's coming back?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not talking about that. He been in court for something that happened last summer. It was an 18-year-old kid that came to his house to play basketball. And what happened was young bull threw the ball at his face, stepped to him, pulled his pants up in a fighting stance. You know, the shoulder John?
Yeah.
Like, you hit first. No, you hit first.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that.
Yeah.
And John punched him in the face. So now Ja in court for a lawsuit, and they got my man in there pretty much acting out as if I got to demonstrate to you.
Yeah.
But they trying to piss ball off. They trying to make Ja seem like he got a small fuse. They fucking with him. I'm like, yo, Ja, stand tall, bro. Stand tall. Don't let them get under your skin. They had him in a John passing the ball. Is that how they passed the ball? They had a basketball. And like, all right, pass the ball to me. Where did it hit him? In the chest region. Is that where it's supposed to hit him? And then they asked him about his grill and his chain. He was like, are those real diamonds? Ja goes and says, you know I'm a millionaire, right? And he was like, you right. Now, when the ball hit you in the face, did it hurt? He was like, yeah. Then they gonna ask him, did it feel good? No. y'all fucking with my patience right now.
Yeah, they trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, they trying to make him seem like he got a short fuse
Yeah, they
and all
gonna
that
make
stuff.
him
I'm like,
snap and then say, "See,
Josh,
this is what we
stand
talking
tall,
about.
bro.
Stand
Get
tall on
back,
that, man.
yeah, stand tall,
Stand tall.
stand tall.
Yeah.
Get back to the sport, but they just fucking with him. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, bitch, you just asked me, did the shit hurt? You think the shit gonna feel good and hurt at the same time?
Yeah. Let me see. Good news that I've been waiting for. Charleston White.
Oh yeah,
Got
that's
your
somebody that
ass
should be
whooped.
punched in the face.
Yeah, got your ass whooped.
Talking
I
about
knew
getting
it
people
was
getting
going to
punched
happen.
in the face. That's the one person
Yeah.
that should be getting punched in the face.
And he did. So
sure enough
apparently
did.
he was, I forget what city or state he was in, but he was hosting, well, he was doing his comedy show.
Yeah, he was
And
doing an event.
He got into it with a so-called heckler. And he was saying some strong words, and Bull was not trying to have
He was
that.
marching around like, yo, like pretty much fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all paid to see me. Pull out a wad of money. He telling the audience, pull out a wad of money, nigga. Pull out a wad of money.
And
the bull stood up.
And the Bull was telling him, like, yo, easy with that. Watch how you talking. That's what basically he was saying. Like, yo, know where you at and watch how you talking.
Exactly.
And he kept talking. Bull got up, walked to the stage. When he walked to the stage, Charleston said, I'll hit you with this flower.
Big ass thing of flowers.
Yeah, I'll hit you with this flower. And he said, all right, whatever. And he damn sure swung on him. Pow. And when he hit him, he started to jump up on the stage and he took the mic and sized him up. Huh? It happened in Texas. Happened in Texas. And he tried to size him up when he was climbing on the stage and he swung the mic. So Charleston went to go pick up a chair and never seen my man homie come from the side. And when he came from the side, it was a wrap after
that. Was my favorite nigga. That was my favorite one. Because he ain't hesitate.
Not even, that's a homie.
He ain't waiting till his man got into the scuffle. He hopped right up with his man.
Like, look, and then it was a female, put me on stage, put me up there, put me up there. She's screaming, put me on stage. Then they was gonna whoop. Well, they did whoop his ass.
Right.
He deserved all of it. It was an interview that he did after that, where they was talking about the fight. I didn't even pay that no mind. I didn't even want to hear the justification for it. I didn't want to hear none of that. I just was happy you got your ass whooped.
Right.
And you're gonna keep running your mouth and you're gonna keep getting your ass whooped. Shut up. That's it. Just shut up, man.
I think this is like the second or third time we heard him getting his ass whooped like in the situation.
Right.
You ain't learned your lesson yet?
Like, you can't fight. You 9 pounds, soaking wet, looking like a retired crackhead. And you got, I don't know, your eyes, I don't trust you because they never lined up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fucking eyes are never lined up to
I
look
seen
me
one
in the eye.
somebody said one eye be blinking and the other one to just stay open the whole time.
Yeah, you just...
Or one eye move and the other eye just stay still on the camera.
We don't see eye to eye a lot of times, so I can't trust your ass.
No, but...
Yeah, that's what he get. I don't feel sorry for him at all.
I heard the guy, remember the brawl that happened in Alabama with the chair?
Yeah.
The infamous chair?
Mm-hmm.
The boy with the chair got off. They were trying to give him with a lawsuit. So that's justice served.
Yeah, good. I bet y'all won't do that shit again.
I know.
Yeah.
You can't.
You want us to unite?
You cannot do that shit.
You want us to unite?
Take our hat off, throw that shit in the air.
The back signal is going down. Charleston, you should have threw your hat in the air. They was whooping your ass. Oh, man. What else we got in the news today?
Kanye coming out with new music. One of them dropped today. It's called Vultures. I listened to it. It is ass.
I figured that. I was just about to ask you, is it worth me listening to?
No, I don't even understand half of the songs half of the words they were saying, and I had the lyrics on the TV, and I'm like, what the fuck? But he did have a bar in there. Well, it wasn't like hot. It was just like he trying to poke. He was trying to poke back at white supremacy. But he told me something, how am I anti-Semitic? I just fucked a Jewish bitch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yo, this
bro,
man,
what is wrong with you, man?
Said, how am I anti-Semitic? I just fucked a Jewish bitch. Something.
What is
Scooters
wrong
bitch
with
or some
you?
shit like that. I lost it after the Jewish part. Yeah. This man.
What is wrong with you, man?
Oh my God, bro.
Oh.
He just can't lay low for a little bit.
Yeah, nah, I'm cool, Kanye.
Like, come out with an old Kanye album, Let Us Love You Again, and then and then come out with some shit like that.
Yeah, nah,
but bro, come on, Kanye, come on, Kanye. And then he wore that black KKK hat. at his
I
listening
saw
pump.
that, John.
Bro, what the
I
fuck?
saw that.
What is he doing?
Bro, let me ask you a question. Change the subject real
Yeah.
quick. Do you know how big one of those hats are?
I know. That shit was,
Yo,
he had it on.
that shit is, I seen one in real life. That shit is spooky, yo.
Yeah.
Them hats big as shit. That ain't no little hat you put on your head. Like the dunce hat.
Yeah.
No, that shit ain't no dunce hat. Them hats are big as shit, man. They scary looking. They scary looking.
Imagine a whole, like,
Yeah.
fucking 20 motherfuckers driving with.
Well, I can imagine a shitload of red stains because I ain't playing. I'm letting that shit off. Pop, pop, pop.
Before they even make it to
Before they even get up there.
Yeah.
I'm giving them exactly what they looking for. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Kanye tripping. Yeah, so I'm not entertained. I'm glad I didn't see that shit.
Yeah,
Or listen to his music.
He
What
coming
else
out
we
with a new
got?
album. For me, I want to give a shout out to Philly sports.
Okay, Phil.
We had 2 of our high schools win the state championships in the PA.
Oh yeah. What was it?
St. Joe's, MOTEP.
Yeah.
They won 5A, and they won 38-13. So
Nice.
shout out to y'all.
Shout out.
And then shout out to St. Joe's Prep.
St. Joe's Prep.
They won 6A, 45-23.
Wow. These teams is blowing.
Yeah, they blowing these out in
Yeah.
state championships.
Good shit. It's official. We here.
Yeah, we here. That's
We here
what.
now.
That's the reason why I wanted to shout it. So
That's
young
what's up.
boys, keep doing your thing.
Keep doing
man.
your things. So real quick, damn. I'll leave that for another show. I'll leave it for another show.
Well, for me, I wanted to say, like, this is a long time coming, and the reason why is because when I was in high school, the year I went into high school, Philadelphia teams just gained the right to start playing in the state championship.
Okay.
So in 2004, that was the first time a Philadelphia team was able to compete in the state championship.
Yeah.
And that was about 20 years ago. So now, 20 years later, now we winning it.
Yeah.
Whereas though we wasn't even able to advance past the first round a lot of times. You know what I mean? Let alone they didn't even believe we could make it out of the city when y'all won with Reef.
Yeah.
That was the first team that won a city championship.
Yeah, because they at one time we wasn't even playing the Catholic League in the state. I mean, in the city championship. It was just Catholic champions and public champions. That's all it was.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now we start playing the city championship, and they was making it seem like we wasn't even good enough to even be on the field with them.
No, they knew we was gonna blow them out because they knew for a fact. Like, it's one thing against Catholic and public. It was simply Catholic was more disciplined. Public had more athletes.
Yeah.
And you could be disciplined all you want. If you ain't athletic, I'm sorry.
I always say, like, the difference between the two is like O-line, D-line.
Yeah.
If we can get a good O-line that can protect our quarterback,
disciplined O-line that didn't jump off sides, that
can hold a block
to their blocks,
exactly,
understood what it was to get to the second level and all that kind of shit, we would blow them out every day.
Right.
But skill for skill, they had nothing on us. And they were scared of that speed.
Yeah.
Catholic always
and
went slow.
that athleticism is something crazy.
Crazy. So
the way we move, the way we juke, all that type of stuff, it become like backyard football to them.
Yeah.
I seen that when we played Parkland my senior year in the state championship. I mean state playoffs. We got blown out. But once we put athletes on the field and just we put Aaron Women on the field and spread that shit out and we just let that shit go, we put up 14 points like that.
Yeah, easy.
And I was like, they can't deal with our athleticism.
No.
And anytime we play any Catholic school, Pennsbury, anything like that, and 7-on-7s, we always blew them out.
Yeah.
Because they can't deal with the athleticism of the public league. But, I mean, shout out
to y'all two teams.
Yep.
MOTech and St. Joe's Prep.
Shout out, Philly.
Congratulations, fellas.
Yes.
What else?
That's pretty much, that's what I got.
Well, let's get into the main topic today. So I think athletes and parents should pay attention to this show today because we're actually going to get into speed
And trainers.
and trainers. Also,
We
trainers
giving y'all
also.
some nuggets.
Yeah. So you guys need to link in and pay attention to what we got to say this show. So again, our topic is speed.
Yes. How to develop speed
Yes.
in an athlete.
Yes. Definition. How fast an object, speed. Definition of speed is how fast an object is moving and cover large distance in a short period of time. In other words, what we like to say is how fast can an athlete go from A to B
Right.
quickly,
In a straight line.
straight line.
All right. So I have that, but I wanted to tell people speed, agility is not the same thing.
And speed and quickness It's not the same
And
thing.
that's I have agility is the ability to accelerate, decelerate, stabilize, and quickly change direction with proper posture.
Correct.
Quickness is the ability to react and change the body position with a maximum rate of force production.
Yes.
So there are three different type of things that a lot of people
Try to say is one.
is one thing, which is speed, and it's not.
So, prime example, a lot of trainers are put a ladder down and say, I'm about to make you faster.
Right.
And it's furthest from the truth.
Right.
First of all, your foot is not in the ground long enough. You're not applying enough force in the ground to generate any speed. So that is false.
Right.
That is not your. If you pull that ladder out and he say to you, I'm gonna make you faster by doing this ladder, he don't know what he's doing.
Exactly.
So run. He might well be the trainer that pulls out the parachute.
Oh yeah. I remember the parachute days.
Yeah.
The parachute days. Oh my God.
If you go to your trainer, he pull out a parachute. I need you to climb to the tallest building in the neighborhood, jump off that building. If that parachute opens up and save you, then you can use it.
It's not gonna save
It's not gonna save
Don't
you.
do it. Don't try this at home. It's not gonna save you.
To the ground you go.
I remember we used to do parachute runs,
Yeah.
and some people won't even
Won't
open
even
up.
open, yeah.
So you just running for no reason. John, you're not even running fast enough for it to open up.
And you got to realize that it actually tweaks your running because now you're not from a city that has a lot of wind.
Yeah.
So only one side going to catch it and it's pulling from one side. You got to overcompensate and twist your body back
Right.
around to run that straight line. So the parachute throws you off anyway. So, and I know there's a few trainers here in Philadelphia
That's
that
still
are still
doing
using.
it. Stop that shit.
Stop. You out of pocket. Stop. You are, never mind. Anyway, but let's keep going.
Hey man, these are facts.
Yeah, these are all facts. All right, so.
If the shoe fits, I would say, right?
Yeah.
If the shoe fits.
Yeah.
So yeah. So where you want to start off at?
Well, for me, I look at it a little bit different from other trainers when it comes from doing the speed. And I get the way they do it, the standard. We got to squat, we got to deadlift, and those type of things to generate the speed. But you're building something on a bad foundation. Is what these other trainers don't understand. So
Right.
I look at it, well, what's the first thing to touch the ground? Your feet.
Right.
So we start with the feet. We start from the feet to the ankles, to the knees, to the hips. And I'll just cut it off at the hips for me.
Right.
But first of all, you have to understand everything that we just said, like breaking it down with the feet. The feet has a gazillion sensors on the bottom of the foot.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, your toes supposed to be spreaded.
Like your hands. So if y'all ever look at a baby feet,
Yeah.
and this is how I tell people, if you look at a baby feet, their toes is always spread.
Spread apart.
And then as we start to teach them how to walk and all that stuff, and put them in shoes and all
That's
that
where we
stuff.
screw up.
Yes. And
So our base is the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. That is our balance.
Right.
That is our base. When we put that shoe on, all that disappears, especially a Nike. Majority of the Nikes
they
are
always narrow toe.
Yeah, so now where it goes here, it goes up in there. Now one of the toes are not working. Now you got the other side of the toe overcompensating.
That's why y'all
for-
be seeing athlete feet. They
Yeah.
feet always fucked up.
Yes.
They had a picture of LeBron toe.
Yeah.
That shit was like all the way up here. Like it was like his toes was here and his pinky was like all the way up here and some
Yeah,
shit like
shit-
that. His shit fucked up.
Yeah, just it's horrible.
Yeah.
So with
Shaq's
that
feet
said,
crazy
so
too.
if you want to improve, that's why we deadlift with no shoes on. We squat with no shoes
Mhm.
on. We get the toes to spread and we have the toes grip the ground.
Right.
We want to turn everything on the bottom of that foot. If you don't run properly, because again, there's unbalance because of the bad training.
Right.
Second thing we get into is the ankle, which
Yeah.
to me I believe is the most important when running. It's the flexibility, that dorsiflexion,
The dorsiflexion,
plantar flexion.
the strength, and
strength.
the elasticity of the ankle
Yes.
of being able to stay stiff
Yes.
when it contacts the ground.
So what he mean is when you're up on your toes, not the toes, but the ball of your foot, when it hit here, it doesn't collapse.
Right.
Once it collapses and that heel
You're
touch
on
the ground,
Yeah, you're on the ground for a longer period of
yes,
time.
and you have no spring to bounce back for the next stride.
And it takes your ground contact time is the terminology that's used when we talk about
Yes.
like that
The
concept.
less time, the faster.
The less time you're on the ground, the faster you are.
Correct. And then we'll slide all the way up to the knees.
Yeah.
So then once we get, if there's no stability in the knees and we're doing speed drills where we start going laterally, and if the knees is not strong enough, they don't have no stability, here come the ACL.
Yeah.
This is without injury. This is just natural facts. You could put the foot in the ground the wrong way and the whole knee will tear up.
And that's where a lot of non-contact injuries come
Yes.
from. And it's not just this one time he stepped the wrong way. It's the fact
The
that
buildup
the
over a period
buildup
of
of
time.
training,
Yes.
of him constantly running
Yes.
and having bad form.
Or
that can-
when you're squatting and your trainer is not recognizing that your knees are going in. The heavier the weight go, the deeper your knees go in because you're trying to get that power from
Right.
the ground to lift it. And they're not paying attention and watching your knees cave in. Or if you're doing a single leg step up or a single leg seated squat and the knee is caving in.
Right.
So you got your knee caving in one way and your thigh hanging out this way, and your trainer is not correcting it or catching it.
And a lot of trainers, a lot of times, they think that it's the knee that's the problem, and it's not.
No.
You have to look at what is causing the actual knee to cave in. And what that
Yes.
means is, if I'm standing on a flat foot, like naturally, I'm supposed to have an arch in my foot, right? So a lot of times when I go to put power in the ground, that foot, because my ankle is not strong enough or my hip is not strong enough, it'll cave in.
Cave in.
And then the middle person in that whole equation is the knee.
Yes.
And now the knee is the one that's catching all of all the force, and then now it has to compensate,
Overcompensate, yes.
and now putting more stress onto the
And
ligaments.
over a period of time, it wears out. And
Yes.
you'll look, because it be, like you said, the slightest movement, damn, that's all he did, and he tore his knee up.
Right.
Well, it wasn't the fact that the foot got stuck anywhere. It's the fact over a period of time, it became weak because it overcompensated for something off.
Right.
And the last lead for me is the hips.
Hips is probably one of the most important.
Yes. No hips, no play.
Nope.
It's just that simple. That's how it goes. If your hips are off, you are stiff. So it's called the ball in the socket. It goes like this. If it's stiff, when it turns, everything's going to turn. We want it loose, where it has is range of motion,
Right.
and be able to be flex and move laterally smooth.
Or even like be able to create enough flexion where you're able to drive your knee up, so you
Yes.
can make the most out of your stride
Strides,
frequency.
out of your strides.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's one of those things where when we do our mobility training with our athletes, a lot of my job is to get their hip flexors not only flexible, also strong enough,
Yes.
so they can eventually be able to lift their knee up high enough.
And not only that, when we're in the weight room, if we're doing legs and he gets the hips and everything strong, I need it because when I throw that weight on them, they can actually
Handle it.
drop down into the full range,
Right.
and come back up. Weak hips is not going to allow that. They're going to give me a quarter squat because they can't get down no lower.
Right. So I want to pause for a second, because a lot of things that we're going to say, I feel like is going to go over a lot of people's head,
Yeah.
because of the fact that it's so much information all dive into one specific topic as far as speed. And what
Yes.
I mean by that is, this is not a do these 5 exercises and you'll get faster.
No.
It don't work like that. It's one of those things where you literally have to create an entire cake.
Correct.
Like, you can't just make a cake and not put sugar in it. It's going to be nasty. Something's going to, so you need your weight training.
Correct.
You need your plyometrics. You need your mobility. You need your flexibility. You need the small muscles to fire up the same way.
Correct.
Then on top of that, you got to sprint. You got to do things that are going to put you in those high velocity situations.
So in other words, what he's saying is you can do these things, but after that you have to put it to work.
Yes.
So it doesn't make sense to get the quads, the hammies, the glutes firing up and not run,
Exactly.
because they're not being put. Just like, you get in your car, drop the big engine, but you never revved it and took it out and see what it can do.
Exactly.
And this is where the stiffness and all of that come in at.
And you need the recovery.
Yes.
You have to understand the recovery, because sprinting is such a high intensity activity
Yes.
that you can easily get injured if you're doing too much of it.
So picture a rubber band. analogy, great.
Yeah.
The rubber band, we'll pull a rubber band and you'll keep pulling a rubber band. If you look at, so any color rubber band, red one, perfect. I'm working, the muscles working. I'm stretching the rubber band. If you notice, the rubber band on the bottom will start to turn white.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Then you'll pull a little bit more. Then you notice the rubber band will start to get the little tiny tears in the rubber band. That's cool too. At that point, I need to bring the rubber band back to let it heal, patch up, and then do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But most people are keep pulling that rubber band. Them tears get deeper and deeper. And guess what? The rubber band will pop.
Exactly.
That's the same thing with your hamstring.
Right.
That's the same thing with the groin. So
groin, the glutes, anything, your hip, your hip, anything can happen. The Achilles, that's another one. That's another one that happens a lot when it comes down to sprinting.
You got to be careful with that one.
Yeah,
that'll ruin your career.
Yeah, so when it comes down to it, recovery is probably, I think, the most important ingredient when it comes down. Like, how do you pretty much put into a program where they strength training at, where they loading at, where they're recovering at, how they sprint, what intensities, what speeds are we running at? Are we doing top speed today? Are we doing acceleration? Are we, you know what I mean? Are we doing deceleration?
Yeah.
Because deceleration is a part of speed training in a way too, because naturally any athlete that can decelerate really well usually can also accelerate really well. And that's like a little nugget that a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah. Nice.
But my man over here stopped at the hips.
I stopped at the hips.
Yeah, but even if we go up even further, and we do this without sometimes even noticing, like we don't do a lot of bicycle crunches and sit-ups and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of core functional like strengthening.
Yes.
So what happens is your core is the center of you. So
everything.
Yeah, so if you don't have a strong core,
you will not run fast.
You will not run fast because, one, you got to be able to get your pelvis in a position to be able to hold all that power.
Mm-hmm.
So if your pelvis is not in the right position, one, you're not going to be able to create enough force into the ground, and that goes back into the hips. But then also, you got to be able to resist that anti-rotation or that rotation pull of you moving your arms at such a high velocity. So your core is the most important. You got to stop your back from being like more so in the hunchback position.
Let me stop you. So what he mean is you'll see some guys, we call it the Batman run.
Yeah.
So when he's saying your core is not strong and it's not, and that rotation with the arms and the hips and everything he's talking when y'all start running and y'all swinging. First of all, this is wrong form, but when he's talking when y'all start running here, that your whole waist is spinning and twisting it, and that's affecting your time.
Right. Because now you're fighting your body. You're supposed to be going straight, but you're going side to side. I like that Batman analogy. I'm going to use that.
Here we go. This is why I don't like
I learn a lot.
Shit.
Like one thing is I do learn a lot of analogies from you. Like you got a good way of breaking things down to make it simple. Yeah. Now people be like, oh, Batman.
Yeah. Well, I found over the years, we used to have a trainer, Mornisi. And Mornisi is probably one of the smartest people in this field that I know. He's
too smart for his own good.
Yeah, he's like a Pete Bomarito. Have a conversation with, whoa, my man, bring some of them words back. Nobody know what you're talking about. So when he was in here training,
your anterior deltoid, posterior deltoid.
Yeah, so I would
just
watch
say
him.
your shoulder.
Yeah, just say the front of the shoulder,
front of
the back of the shoulder.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But I would watch him train, and he would use a shitload of terminology only we know.
Right.
They don't care. They just want to hear we're working on shoulders today.
I did that when I first came in here. Yeah. And then one of the athletes was like, I don't know what a supine is. And I was like, oh, shit. I should have just put hamstring stretch.
That's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do.
Stretch your goddamn hamstring out.
Yeah. And I think, be honest with you, this is one of the reasons why we started this podcast, and to keep it simple but effective.
Right. Because even when I watch other trainers' podcasts, it's almost like they're just talking to the trainers.
To the trainers, that's
where I don't want to just talk to the trainers.
No.
I want to talk to the athletes.
I want to talk to the people that's going to use the training.
Yeah.
And those are the people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like athletes, we want to give y'all the knowledge and the power to know what's going on with your body. So if you're working with somebody and it's not coinciding with these things, you know you're in the wrong place.
Yes.
You need to find a new trainer.
Yes. But go ahead. That was sidebar, but go ahead.
All right. So anyway, and then now as we go from the core, we got to move up to the shoulders.
Bingo.
Your shoulders is probably like 10-15% of the power that you can generate.
Yes.
So if you don't have the mobility or the flexibility in your shoulders to be able to get into a good arm swing, you're not going to be able to generate enough power with your legs.
So
They-
what he mean is if
See,
you
doing that
watch,
shit again.
I'm helping you, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm helping you.
Go ahead.
I'm helping you.
Go ahead.
So it's because you'll run and you'll miss the part where the person catch on it. And watch
Exactly.
this.
Go ahead.
So what he mean is where you're generating power from the shoulders, film you running. If you're running from elbow down, you're not generating no power from the shoulder. And what that look like is this.
Some people do that.
They start running here. So you're putting more stress on the lower torso where it don't need to be,
Right.
where you can get it from the shoulder where you don't understand. The right shoulder lifts the left knee.
Yep.
So now instead of running here, I want to run here. When I run here, it brings that up.
Right.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yes. There you go.
Help you to visualize what you're talking about. Damn, what's so bad with that?
You made me lose where I was at though.
Shoulders.
Shoulders, right. Pull forward. You got it. Whatever. Yep. You fucked it up. You fucked it up.
Just help
I
it.
forgot. I get it, but I was running.
Go ahead.
No.
Read from the top of your notes.
If y'all want to start a podcast, just know don't cut each other off. You know what I mean?
I stopped them. Hey, let me stop before they forget what he's talking
But
about.
I forget what I was talking
Jesus
about.
Christ, man.
But yeah,
He's still
so-
in dollars. He's still with the strippers.
The first thing it was like, I feel rusty as shit. My
Yeah.
brain is not here. But no, so you gotta get your shoulders involved. If you don't have your shoulders involved, you're not gonna run as fast,
No.
simply put. And then pretty much keep your head straight. And
Wow, I
there we go.
discouraged him, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
I
was
don't
helping him with his notes,
I really
man.
forgot what I have it.
Jesus Christ.
But I don't know where I was going with it.
Oh, my God.
You gotta strengthen your supporting muscles, the upper rhomboids,
What
the
is
middle, the lower, the middle of your back.
Thank you. What's going on this page? That's all I wanted him to say.
You gotta
Jesus Christ.
strengthen your upper back, middle back, lower
Ooh.
back, all those things. I mean, your whole entire, whatever.
He's
You
off
fuck,
right
you really
now.
fuck
He
me.
is off.
All right, so what else? You got anything else? You got anything else?
No, I don't want shit else after
All right,
this.
so I
This
wanna-
dude's soft. What's wrong with him, man?
All right, so I'm gonna break down a key part of speed training. All
Yes.
right, a key part.
Cool.
Acceleration.
And I'm letting you go. I'm not saying nothing.
All right, so acceleration.
Okay.
Acceleration is so big when it comes down to speed.
Mm-hmm.
How you start. I don't care if you're standing up or going down into a 3-point stance or 4-point stance to run a 40 or a track or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Your mobility and your flexibility in your ankles is probably one of the key aspects of being able to accelerate at the rate that you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is if your ankle is not mobile, you cannot get into the position to be able to take off. So we have certain shin angles that we're supposed to take off at. So think of an airplane. See, this is where, all right.
Still
so
on my shit. Go ahead.
think about an airplane, right? An airplane, when it takes off on a 45-degree angle into the sky. If you cannot get your shins to match that degrees of angle, then what happens is we become more so like this, or we're more so on a 60-degree angle, or whatever the case may be. That's making us pop straight up.
Pop straight up.
As soon as you pop straight up, that clock is still running.
Yes.
So you're losing time just simply off of your first step,
Yeah.
how you take your first step. And then one thing that we look at a lot is how an athlete projects out of their stance. So going from a standstill or a regular position, that first step got to be super powerful coming out of there. So now here comes the mobility and the flexibility in the hip,
Yeah.
being able to get a big enough knee drive. Once you hit that peak knee drive, being able to drive that power back down into the ground on that angle.
Also your core.
Core, hips, and then now once you drive that knee back down, now here comes the ankle.
Yeah.
Being able to be stiff enough so it don't collapse down to the ground. So if we tying it all in together, it's one of those things that everything that we set up to this point, you just had to execute that on the first step.
Yeah.
Having a big arm swing, having strong enough core to be able to drive that knee up, strong hip flexors, being able to drive that knee back into the ground, strong ankles, good flexibility and mobility in the ankles to be able to keep that angle. Because when we do our combine training, a lot of times, honestly, the first 4 steps is the hardest part to train in a 40.
Yeah.
The acceleration phase. We spend half the time more so trying to get them to learn how to accelerate versus going into top end speed, which is two different things.
Two different things.
So I want to kind of break down what is acceleration and then versus what is top end speed.
Okay.
All right. So acceleration was this. I'll break it down as far as 40-yard dash. It's the first 10 yards. We call
First
it
10 yards.
Yeah, we call it the drive phase.
Yes.
We even broke it down the first 5 yards, first 4 steps or whatever the case may be. Give me 4 powerful steps and get out of there.
Yeah.
This is where you're generating all of your power. How fast can we get you to top speed is the question. If we can get you there faster to top speed within 4 or 5 steps, you're going to run a good 40.
All day. You're going to run anywhere. If you're a skill guy, 4.5, 4.4 or something.
4.4, 4.3, the elite 4.2. And those are the people that can accelerate and reach top speed at a faster rate. If you look at a track star, they don't have to reach top speed until like 50 yards a lot of times.
Yeah.
If you look at a Usain Bolt, he loses his first half of the race for pretty much all his races.
Yeah.
His top end speed come in once he stands up, and then now he's actually running. Yeah. But if Usain Bolt can get the acceleration of a smaller guy, he probably running a 9.2.
Superman.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
that's good money.
Acceleration is super important. We can tell within the first 10 yards if somebody's going to run a 4.3, 4.4, 4.5.
Yeah.
Just based off of their 10-yard split.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where more emphasis has to go into acceleration. I think when it comes down to top speed and building the front mechanics and the back mechanics of being able to knee drive and whip that leg back around is one of the things that is becoming, I feel as though, a lost art. Because when we teach the 40, a lot of people stay hunched over the whole entire time. Instead of eventually getting to that absolute top speed of being able to stand up and actually whip.
Cycle.
Yep, go into that full cycle motion where they're just trying to get the 40 yards.
They pretty much stay stuck in drive phase mode the whole race. They leaning forward and keep putting the power in the ground.
Exactly.
And never come up and start cycling. They still pushing off of the ground instead of after the 10 yards, start cycling the cover ground quickly.
Exactly. And top end speed is something where, and this is to break it down, top end speed is when you're at max velocity, when you're standing straight up, and now you can run at 22 miles per hour. You're not getting 22 miles per hour when you're in acceleration. A lot of people try to run fast during acceleration, where that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get power in the acceleration phase. After that 10 yards, now you start to go into top end speed and then finish out your 40, your 100, or whatever else the case may be.
Oh, that was pretty good. And I didn't even interrupt him.
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing.
When you let me run, I know some shit.
Nah, you know a little bit shit.
He be like jumping in.
Man, because he take too goddamn long. We got an hour show. What's wrong with this guy? Fucking battery's gonna run out in our mics. What's wrong with this guy? We ain't even got batteries.
I know.
No, that was pretty good. Did a good job there.
Yeah.
Good job.
You got anything else, sir?
No, nothing. You
That's
run the
pretty
show.
much. I really feel like
I do. So in a nutshell, when you guys go to these different trainers, just make sure that they're covering every single aspect of running, and not just the primary muscles of the quads and the hammies and the glutes, and that's it.
Right.
You know, and I get it. You definitely need weights to put power on the ground to run faster.
Yeah.
But it's also more than just that aspect. You got to get the ankles together. You got to get the feet together. Got to get the hips together. Got to get the core together. Got to get the shoulders together. And if they don't have this in the program, you're going to always come up short. You're never if they just give you all the basics, they're stopping you from reaching your top end. You will never hit your top end because you didn't cover all of these things. And they're not paying attention that when you run, like you said, the stiffness of the ball of the foot and the ankle, when he take his next step, he collapse.
Right.
You know, I don't know how many times just in our warm up and they doing the heel toe, we got to keep screaming, stay on your toes, stay on your toes.
Doing simple things like pogos, like stay stiff in your ankles.
Yeah, and they don't understand it. And then once they catch it, you start to see the change. But if it's never introduced, if it's never brought to the attention, and if your trainer is not paying attention to these things, you're never going to reach your top end speed. There's always going to be a question mark on you because these things wasn't covered. Right. And it's not really hard to put in a program. We're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you how we do it, so you can forget that.
You say it's not hard. That
No,
shit
it's
is
not.
hard. It's a reason why a lot of people don't know this stuff, because it takes so much research. And on top of that, how do you get an athlete because they're gonna adapt fast, especially when you have an elite athlete. How do I take that and take it to the next step?
Well,
And how do you imply that? And that's where
I'm not going to tell you my spaghetti sauce.
exactly.
I'm not going to do
that's
that.
where it's like we give knowledge, but at the end of the day, it's like we have a certain way that we do that.
Yeah,
You
where
know what
we
I mean?
cover if we're working on legs, we cover everything we just talked about. We cover it throughout our whole entire training,
Exactly.
and it's so well.
And then we have and
There
we
you go
and we-
again. I can't tell you that.
And then the way we do it is we do it in ways where it's like if we want to focus on one area, we'll take a couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right, we got to build this athlete hips up. We got to get his hips strong before we do anything else. So stop skipping steps. Don't try to be. A lot of trainers, they get so caught up in Instagram and being like, look what this athlete can do. And real trainers look at that. That shit is dog shit.
Yeah, it's not good. It's you belong in a circus
Right,
actually because
right.
you created this obstacle course for no reason at all.
Right, you had this athlete run down lateral, run back this way, flip around, jump on a box, come back down, and sports
show
don't get
and tell.
Sports doesn't
Require that.
It doesn't.
Especially when you got to look at. So I like to keep. If I am doing one of those kind of agility drills and all of that, I think about the sport and the time of their movements that they're going to be doing this. So if the average play is 4.5 seconds, my drill is that or less.
But even if we do ever do something like that, it's always with our elite guys.
Yeah.
Where we already hit all the basics. Whereas now we just trying to get your body to adapt to something different.
I mean, even in the weight room section, we have that one group of exercises for our beginners.
Right.
And we don't care what level you come in at. You come in as a pro. You're getting this beginning stage because we have to see what you can and what you can't do.
What your body doing.
Yes, what is doing. And these exercises are going to tell us everything that's going on with your body.
Right.
Even to, I could say something simple as single arm dumbbell press. We're going to tell you right off the back what arm is strong, what arm is not, where we cheating at, why we doing X, Y, Z. So we have exercises. Hey, man, in other words, just quit your goddamn gym and come on up here. We got room. Shit, I ain't going to keep going through this. Listen, we ain't got to prove. We ain't got to prove.
Like
you see the resume.
That's
we
why
ain't
you
gotta
say
do this
it's
shit.
not hard to implement into a program. I think that's probably the hardest part. We could talk about, you want the ankles to be stiff and da-da-da-da, but a lot of trainers don't know how to do that.
And that's why it's easy for us because we took the time.
It's not calf raises, I can tell you that.
No, you do calf raises all you fucking want.
There's a strong calves, but that's not it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's not it. So
how do you improve someone's stride frequency? Is not running over hurdles every day. You get what I'm saying? That's part of it, but
that's part of it. It's not all of it.
Exactly. So when it comes down to it, it's one of those things where trainers learn your craft and athletes also know what's going on, what your body needs.
Yes. You need to know if your trainer is good or not.
Be accountable for your career.
Oh, don't get me started. Do not let us dictate your career path.
Exactly.
Take that shit in your own hands. You are your own. Hove said it. I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said it the best.
So
You're
I'm
your
not
own
a
business.
I am a
Businessman.
Yeah.
So you gotta take control of your career. Like we're gonna do another show on this whole thing with the recruit. That's why when she come back, we're gonna break this whole process down because I'm telling y'all, the game is definitely about to change. Like I'm about to go right into it. The game has already
changed, bro.
Yeah, like
it's already changed.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100. If you dudes are not, I'm talking about high school. If you dudes are not elite athletes, do not be looking to get a scholarship. I'm telling you now, the portal then screwed everything up.
Yeah.
But that's for another show. That'll be next week.
And if you do get a scholarship, don't expect a check all the time.
Yeah.
That NIL money is not going to be what you think it's going to be.
There's so much going. Look, man, y'all great have us. Y'all great have us start getting into this shit.
Y'all got to start
chill.
thinking like businessmen, man. At 16, 17 years old, you got to start thinking like businessmen. Don't be doing no dumb shit on the gram. Because that's your marketing plan for them.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to dive too much.
Yeah, we getting out of here.
Yeah.
So how much time did we do? We good?
Yeah. All right. So let's segue into top 5. Go ahead and announce it because it ties in.
Oh yeah. Welcome to our top. Hey man, that other team took our top 5. We know who you are. You're doing a good job, but all of a sudden now everybody doing top 5s. We episode 13 doing top 5s.
That really hurt your feelings, didn't it?
A
little bit. Because this is
Yeah.
I don't even know if he had mentioned it last week, but this is your third time mentioning it ever since you've seen it.
For real?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Make it 14. Stop stealing my shit. Is that better? Maybe that's what I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
You thief. And you did it better.
Yeah, I know, right?
So we gonna get into the top 5. Top 5. My man Dev is taking over the top 5 today because he
Yes,
had some really
sir.
good stuff. I liked it. I didn't have to do no work on it, and I still get credit because it's my top 5. Let's go,
You
Dev.
crazy. All right, so top 5 myths about speed training. So we talked about all the things that you do right. Now we're going to debunk some of the myths of what people say about speed training.
Yes.
And here goes top. I'm going to start at 5.
Number
all right?
5.
Number 5.
He even bit that too, but go ahead.
You can't change a movement pattern that's ingrained in the athlete. So what that means is when an athlete is running, where are they contacting the ground? Where is their knee or their foot placement when they're running? So technically when you're running, you're supposed to project behind you, not in front of you. I say it like this. If you land in front of you, it's like you hitting the brakes.
Correct.
You gotta land right underneath your body when you're in top speed. When you're in acceleration, your foot gotta be landing behind you.
Correct. So
Right.
they're saying you can't do it, and that's the myth is you can't do it. And
A
I
lot of
disagree.
people say, yeah, a lot of people say like they moved that way for 17 years.
No.
You can't change it now.
I disagree. We do it 3 months out of the year, every single year in combine training. You've been running one way for I don't know how many years. We get you and change that in 3 months.
Right.
So that is a myth.
100%.
100%.
That's the whole
100%.
point of speed training.
Yes. Oh shit!
Yeah,
just
like
nailed it with that one.
not everybody knows how to run and
Yeah.
run fast, right? And sometimes it's like you can't expect the slowest person on the team to be the fastest person on the team. Meaning, like, take the slowest person and make them the fastest person on the team.
Yeah.
However, you can take somebody that is medium speed and make them a little bit
A
faster.
little bit faster.
If that slow athlete don't have the muscle fibers or the power or whatever the case may be to be fast,
Yeah.
then that's a whole different conversation as far as like movement pattern.
No, I get it. I get it. So
If-
that's a myth.
If somebody know how to run, then that's a one.
Yeah.
All right, number 4.
Number 4.
Technical models are a waste of time in team sports. So what it means is teaching a team sport athlete like a football player, rugby player, basketball player, how to run as if they're an Olympic sprinter. That's a waste of time in team sports.
Well, they never going to run that type of way.
They're never going to run that type of way.
No, their sports doesn't require that.
Exactly.
So there's sports. If the name was the sports that you just named are start, stop, change of direction.
Yes.
So there's no need to run like an Olympian.
Right.
What are we talking about?
So there is a place for it, but don't spend too much time on it.
On it.
So when I ran track, our warm up used to be an hour.
We don't have that kind of time.
We don't have that type of time, and it's team sports. So if you're going to drill an athlete out where he's just constantly doing sprinter drills, A skips, B skips, dribbles, and all that stuff, and you doing that for an hour, waste of time.
Yes.
Because he's never going to be able to fully apply all those things to.
It's a small window.
Exactly. So you can use those things to improve an athlete's mechanics, but don't spend too much time on it.
And if you did, that's more off-season stuff.
Yeah, and it'll be for a short period of time. Whereas though he'll benefit more off of change of direction, agility, quickness, things like that,
Yeah.
versus you just making him run a straight line all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So number 3.
Number 3.
Flexibility and mobility doesn't make you faster. This is the dumbest shit I heard.
I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up.
It does not help you get faster, but we saying it does.
It does.
It helps you get
fucking
faster.
does.
If-
So if your muscle, go ahead, Dev, because I'm about to go off.
If your body cannot get into the angles that we're demanding it to get into, or the knee drive or the flexion or whatever the case may be, you are going to be slow because you're not going to be able to access the amount of power that it takes to run fast.
We just got finished talking about the foot, the ankle, the knee, the hip, the back, the shoulder. We just got finished talking about
Right.
the head. All that is the flexibility and mobility of the body.
Right.
If your hips are stiff, you cannot cycle.
And when we talk about flexibility, we're not talking about be as flexible as a gymnast.
No.
Football players don't have to be that flexible, but you do have to be in a place where your body can get into places comfortable where your body can just perform and it's not adding an extra strain
Correct.
to your, say, hip flexor. If your hip flexor trying to rise all the way up to your chest, we don't need all that. We just need a little bit over the hip
Yeah.
when we're stretching. That way, so when you do run, it can rise to the hip, peak contraction, and drop back down comfortably.
And be able to cover ground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So number 2.
Number 2.
This is probably the best one.
Uh-oh.
Weight training makes you slow.
Kill yourself. Oh, better yet, go in the car, go down the hill, take the brakes off, put gasoline on yourself.
Right.
Kill
If you
yourself.
believe that.
These assholes, what is wrong with them?
All right, I broke this one down because this
All
is
right.
probably the best one. I broke it down to 5 different types of strengths. All
Okay.
right. We have explosive strength.
Explosive.
Explosive strength is the ability to produce maximum force in the least amount of time possible.
Okay.
That's where you get your plyometrics, your box jumps, your death box jumps, your bound jumps.
And before y'all do that, make sure you're doing it correctly. So the thing is, you don't need 3 sets of 8. All you need is 3 sets of 3. Maybe depending on the athlete, you might get 5.
He giving y'all a
You
game.
might get 5. Here's the
giving y'all a
reason
game.
why. He wants you to be explosive on every single jump. So if I start to get the 3 sets of 8, by the time I get the 6,
My body
my
fatigue.
body is tapped.
I say by the time you get to 4.
4.
I don't need much more after 4.
Yeah, after 4.
We're not training to exhaustion. We're training maximum power. Every single time you
I
jump,
want maximum output every time.
Exactly. And I'm going to give you a big recovery because I need you to be able to do it again.
100% effort each time.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
All right. So the explosive strength is one. Speed strength.
Yes.
This is the ability to quickly execute an unload movement or a movement against small resistance.
Okay.
This is where you get sprinting with the sled, tempo squats, and things like that with a lightweight. Moving, lightweight, super fast.
Okay.
So it's no longer about being strong. It's more about lifting a lightweight, super fast.
Super fast. Now you go past your strength, and now it becomes how fast can I move the weight?
Exactly.
That's what we're looking for.
All right. The next one is strength speed. So opposite of speed strength speed. And what I mean by that is moving a heavyweight as fast as you can.
Okay.
So now this is when we get to the concentric phase of things where we just like load up a deadlift bar and move the weight really fast, even though it's heavy. It might be 315, but
we're not getting into a whole lot of reps on this. We get into it's pretty much let's say like 5 sets of 1.
Right.
And I don't even have to put it. I just needed to get it off the ground fast as possible. Let that shit go.
Let that go.
Boom, explode. I explode up, hold it, 1, 2, let it go.
Right.
I explode up, 1, 2, and there's a nice little recovery between that minute and a half, something like that. Yeah.
And then the next one is absolute or maximum strength.
Okay.
That's your 1 rep max. How much can you lift?
Yes.
How strong are you? How much can you squat? How much can you bench press?
Let me stop. Let me ask you a question. What are you a fan of? Because I hear a lot of conversation and it doesn't make sense to me. I know you know my answer. 1 rep max or 3 rep max?
As far as what? What are we trying to get out of it?
Maxing out.
I'm a 1 rep max guy.
I'm a 1 rep max guy myself. If I lift something 3 times, that's not my max.
No,
I can go more.
Yeah.
I got 5 pounds, 2.5 pounds, maybe even 10 pounds if I'm ripping 3.
Right.
So that's not a max to me.
Right.
That's just, I don't know. I don't know what to call that. But a max for me in my brain is lifting 1 time. And I'm done. I can't lift. I'll have no more room to lift anything else after that.
You put a 2.5 on this, this shit is going to
this shit is about to crash down on me.
That happened the first time I tried 405. I did 400. That joint went up. I was like, oh, let me try 405. That's just said, oh shit. And it's a little ass 2.5 pounds.
And in your mind, it's like it's 2.5 sides. But you know what? When people do that, they forget to add both sides of it. I'm like, it's just 10 pounds. No, it's not 10 pounds. It's actually 20 pounds, bro.
No, in that case, it was only 5 pounds.
Yeah,
that shit was bad.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
All right, and then I got relative strength.
Okay.
And this is the strength of like what can you handle for your body weight. So this is the amount of force produced per pound of body weight. So usually smaller guys.
You're good with this part right here.
Yeah, usually smaller guys can have better relative strength than a bigger guy. And what I mean by that is a small guy being able to deadlift 315 pounds is different from a big guy that's, say, 240 trying to lift 315 pounds.
Okay.
because the pound per body mass that athlete has.
Yes, I get you. It's different from the fat boy,
Yeah.
where he got more body fat versus having this guy having, I don't know, 10% body fat.
Exactly.
He may have 24% body fat, and he's not engaging all of the muscles that he can actually
So
use.
you might have a smaller athlete, I would say like a 5'10" guy, and he can say squat 500 pounds. That ratio versus a 5'10" guy that's like probably like 190 versus a 6'4" guy that's probably like 230 squatting 500 pounds. That smaller guy's relative strength is a lot better than the 6'3" guy.
Less fat.
Not less fat, more muscle.
More. No, I'm saying he got less fat than a fat boy.
Well, I mean, we're not talking about fat here. We're talking about muscle. We talking about fat.
Cause I'm looking at it like, fuck it.
So
y'all know what I mean.
technically, the rule of thumb is mass moves mass, right?
Yes.
But if this little guy can lift the same much as this big guy, that little guy got so much more strength than the big guy, and it has nothing to do with fat. I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either. Fuck it. He got me. He did some shit I don't know about.
Yeah, so relative strength. I broke that one down. And then the final one.
Number
one. You can't teach speed. And we was talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you think about it?
No, I stayed where I was at with it.
You could teach speed. You can teach speed. Everything we just talked about is us teaching speed. Teaching you how to get in certain angles. Teaching you how to project and change your gait and your stride frequency. That's teaching speed. Teaching you how to be explosive. Teaching you how to lift stronger. That's teaching speed. You can teach speed. Now, if you could take a slow guy, like I said earlier, and make him the fastest person on the team, no, he's slow. He don't have the muscle fibers for that. His genetics might not be good enough for that. You might have a guy that comes out and he's naturally fast, but can you make him faster? Yes, we can.
But see, I look at it different. I don't think you can teach speed. I think everybody has speed. I think you can enhance the speed.
That's fucking teaching speed.
It's not. I didn't teach you how to run fast.
Can you teach somebody to be strong?
You could teach them how to be stronger. Your body automatic has it. That's what I'm saying.
But can you?
I'm looking at it from different.
Can you teach somebody how to be strong, G? Yes.
The person is already strong. You're making them stronger.
Exactly. So I'm teaching you how to be stronger. I'm teaching you how to be faster. I'm
looking at it different. I'm looking at what the body already have.
Yeah.
The body already have strength. The body already has speed. You didn't teach anything. They already had it.
If somebody come to us, right, and I'm not even going to use combine because it's such a short window. If we have an athlete come to us in 9th grade, and then you train him to be more powerful, more explosive, you teach his technique, his speed.
Do you see what you're saying?
Yes.
You're making him more powerful. He was already powerful.
No.
You made him more enhanced.
No. When you got Reef wasn't the strong as he was by the time his senior year.
Because I enhanced when he came in bench pressing 225.
That's not strong for a big guy like that.
What?
Bro, that's not.
Bro, you got to stop.
Come on.
You got to stop, bro.
Come on.
225 pounds in the 9th grade is not strong?
Well, I mean,
what are you talking about?
I mean,
it's grown men that can't lift 225.
I'm gonna put it like this.
What?
I'm gonna put it like this.
Bro, you got to stop.
All right, I'm gonna put it like this. Did you teach Reef how to be stronger?
Stronger, yes.
By the time he got to senior year, how much was he lifting?
By the time he got to junior year,
yeah, how much was he lifting?
405.
Exactly. You taught him how to be strong. Exactly.
I didn't teach him how to be 225.
That's speed.
But I get you're not looking at it from what I'm saying.
I get it. You're saying like
you naturally have it.
But that's our job is to enhance athletes.
Like,
can you teach speed?
You can come teach me how to build a house because it's not in me. I never knew how to build a house. I already knew how to run. I already knew how to be strong. I made you faster or stronger.
A lot of these athletes don't know how to run. A lot of these athletes don't know. We have to sit down and put a whole screen in front of these athletes when they first come in to teach them how they're supposed to run the 40-yard dash.
But they already know how to run.
Exactly, but they're not fast yet.
We're making them faster.
Exactly. That's my point. So you're teaching speed.
For me to say I teach him how to run faster, meaning he never ran in his life.
No, that's not what it means. Everybody can run, G.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you're not teaching them how to run. You're teaching them how to run faster.
Yeah, that's teaching.
Yeah.
Speed.
But to say I taught him how to run, that's virtually impossible.
I hate when you argue.
Bro, I'm looking at it from a different angle. Like,
I feel so bad for your girl, bro.
yo, I don't argue with
Like-
her. Because my problem is I literally break everything down. Like,
yeah,
it's
but you're
impossible to
only
teach her-
looking at it from that perspective. I get your perspective, but you're teaching speed.
Okay.
At
I'm
the
gonna
end
go
of
with
the
it.
day, it's just you can teach speed. You
Okay.
can teach speed.
All right. I just know that a person started running before he even got to me.
Exactly.
So now I'm gonna make you faster.
That's
I didn't
teaching
teach you,
speed.
but I didn't teach you
If you
how
come
to
to
run.
us, if you come to us running a 4.6 and you leave running a 4.4, we taught you how
To
to
run
be
faster.
exactly. We taught you speed.
Yeah. He taught you how to run faster.
Don popping his shit. He just letting us
Yeah,
know.
I ran a 4.4.
I ran a
Nigga,
4.4 back in the day. You know what I mean?
Them
I know
niggas-
y'all train the pro
Yeah,
athletes
I'm
and shit
about to
like
say
that, but you
you
know
see them niggas on
your
the wall,
boy behind
I've
the
been doing
camera
that.
ran a
Yeah.
4.4. You feel?
Well, I've been doing that. You know what I mean?
Right. Nah, I had
When
to
I see
pop his
those
shit.
times, that was me. That was me.
Yeah,
4.4. You heard me.
I was a 4.4 guy, you know, natural.
Yeah. But no, all right, okay. Is
Yeah,
that it?
yeah, that was it.
Oh man, this was a good educational show today.
Yeah, I told you something. He ain't know shit about relative strength. He ain't know shit. He ain't know shit about. He's like, you got that one. Got it.
I know about it. Try to make them look good. That's all.
All right. So let's finish off. Let's go into the pod. We're gonna keep this one quick.
Okay.
All right, the pod. This is where we pick a topic and talk about it. We talked about it earlier.
What was that?
Is it easier to gain weight?
Shit, I forgot about that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Is it easier to gain weight or is it easier to lose weight?
I thought about it, and I'm gonna say it depends on the age.
I'm not doing that shit. It's easier to lose weight.
You ain't get there yet.
What you talking about?
When you get 40, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. It is
Bro.
hard for this shit to come off.
Bro,
Okay.
you could take an average 40-year-old.
No, you can't. You better stop. Don't do that. They're gonna chime in. No, the fuck I ain't. I'm telling you, bro.
No,
I'm
you can
telling
take an
you.
average 40-year-old.
You can't.
And
You can't.
You can. I
Okay.
guarantee the average 40-year-old, I do the fitness shit. So I
I
know
know
the
you do.
average 40-year-old is going to lose weight faster than they gain weight. I
No,
mean,
they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're
And
not.
when I say gain weight, I mean the right
Shit.
type of weight.
Go through that back door. What? Like, no, go up the steps and bang on the door. Yeah.
No, not that one back there.
Oh,
the
not that one right here.
The one.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yes.
No.
100%.
An average man.
An average man or woman.
Oh, definitely not a woman. You cannot take
Bro.
an average woman and think you're gonna make her lose weight and that shit stay
Bro,
off.
you can make somebody lose 5 pounds in a week.
That's water weight. That shit don't count.
That's
You
losing
know
weight.
that shit don't count.
That's
Yo, bro, you know better than that. Yo, you out
That's
of
losing
pocket.
weight.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, he out of pocket for that shit right there. He don't goddamn well.
That's losing
water.
weight.
No, bro, keep that shit off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is all right, so let's run into like what it takes to lose weight versus gain weight.
Okay.
Losing weight.
Now, again, it's important that you state what time, what period of life are you in.
This
That
shit
is
don't matter,
important.
bro. The rules don't
Yo,
change.
When you tell him, I'm trying to tell
The
now.
rules don't
Now
change.
both of them are agreeing with me. You had them last time, but now they agreeing with me.
First of all, he not even here right now.
He the one said it. I think my mic keep popping. He
Yeah.
the one that said it.
But he not here right now. You can't use him.
I'm popping
No,
again. You
It's
hear
either
that?
it's me or him. But
It's me.
anyway, long
ahead.
story short, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The rules of losing weight:
Okay.
eating a calorie deficit,
Okay.
be consistent,
Okay.
don't eat bad shit, work out.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
Rules of gaining weight:
huh? Okay. All right.
the rule of gaining weight.
Uh-huh.
Got to eat in a calorie surplus, which is so much harder.
Go
You
ahead.
got to work out like a madman almost every single day.
Okay.
So your level of discipline within that is got to be so much better.
Okay.
And then on top of that, you got to do that shit for years. It takes years to build muscle.
But
It takes years.
okay, my turn.
Go ahead.
If you're young, you can do that. But you don't understand that life kicks in and your metabolism literally slams on break when you hit 40.
It
So-
happened for females when they hit 30. So all y'all females out there that thinking y'all,
So
get
it
in
is
the, get
easy
in the gym, young girls.
And when it slams on brakes at 40, that weight, you can eat a pack of M&Ms and throw on 2 pounds after 40, like that. So
Okay,
you're
what you
picking
want?
up weight. My point is,
Don't
you
eat the
pick up
fucking
weight,
M&Ms. Don't eat the fucking
bro.
M&Ms.
That's virtually impossible.
No, it's not.
You're
That's
not.
the easiest part is stop doing bullshit.
Okay, so let's go to an athlete. We had an athlete for 2 months, and he put on 10 pounds of muscle.
All right, but that athlete's also been lifting weights in general and had a foundation
So
since he
how
probably was
many-
like 7.
So how many athletes that we had that didn't lift weights all like that and came in here and we put on pounds? This is every single year we have an athlete put on 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds in 2-3 months.
Yeah, but that's different though.
How?
They have the foundation of lifting. They've been lifting for years.
So you
if
need
you
to
take
tell
somebody
me,
that never lifted a weight versus like, all right, I want you to gain 10 pounds of muscle. You know how much work that takes?
not a lot.
It takes a lot of work
Well,
to even build up to stabilize your
okay.
muscles so they can lift heavy.
So when I get a kid at 13, what weightlifting is he doing at 13? Pretty much I got him from scratch.
Right.
And by the time you look up, he gained 7 pounds.
That don't count, bro. A
Yo, this
13-year-old,
guy, yo,
he gonna put on weight regardless. A 13-year-old is going to put on weight regardless because his body is maturing. He's in puberty.
All right.
He's gaining more muscle. That's a bad example.
So what
I'm trying
example
to
do you want me to use as a regular human being, not an athlete?
Yeah,
I'll take a regular human being, not an athlete, and I could train him for 2 months, and I bet he'll put on the 10 pounds. 2.5 months. Maybe I'll take 3.
of muscle though.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I promise you,
No.
bro. That's not hard,
No.
man.
Not
First of all,
not an average
first of all,
Joe trainer.
Yes.
I mean that never lift weights.
yes.
No.
I will put
'Cause I
will put the 10 pounds on.
Because this is the difference between gaining weight and losing weight. Gaining weight, you have to be in the gym in order to see any kind of gain.
Yeah, he's going to come in the gym.
Right, he has to. If he gets inconsistent with his eating habits or the gym, one of them going to drop. He's not going to gain weight. So he could get inconsistent. He could be in the gym every day, but if he get inconsistent with his eating, boom.
But
he's
going to eat.
He could get stronger.
He's going to eat.
I know, but this is you're giving me like perfect scenario.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say gaining weight is harder than losing weight is because of the fact that it takes so much longer to gain the weight and keep it. Because if you start, if you gain, my clients go through it all the time. We'll get up.
None of them is consistent.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Whereas though it's easy for somebody to come in, we can lose 10 pounds like this.
I don't see it because I've seen some people here.
But they're the inconsistent ones. But the ones that follow the rules, roughly, like 80%, boom, results.
But I could say the same thing for.
I had somebody lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
No way you gaining that in 6 months.
I'm not going to gain
20
6
pounds.
weeks.
6 weeks, no way.
8, I will.
20 pounds in 6 weeks, no way.
No, I'm not going to gain. I'm going to gain 10, 12, easy.
No, you're not.
In the 2
And
months?
muscles?
In 2 months?
And muscle.
And you telling me in 2 months? In 2 months,
You're making me sweat, bro.
if an athlete, so you telling me this athlete has to be consistent, he has to eat right. And
I'm not
in 2
saying
months,
I'm
he's not
saying
going to pick up 8 pounds.
The reason why it's harder to gain the weight is because of the level of consistency that it takes to really build the muscle.
And I say the
over
same
a
thing for.
long period of time.
I say the same thing
Whereas
for
though-
losing weight.
No, because girls do it every summer. Vacation come up, they be like, "Oh, I'm about
And
to
they
hit the
put that
gym.
shit. And they put that shit right back on.
I'm about to hit the gym."
And they put it right back on.
Sometimes.
I'm telling you all the time. They put that shit right back on.
That's why I'm still in business, right?
So you already know. Are you going on vacation?
Sometimes.
You like ching ching.
Yeah.
There we
What?
back.
You want to
Yeah.
lose weight and what?
Yeah.
You going to Jamaica?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, we about to.
Yes.
20
you know,
pounds.
They drinking every night. They eating every night.
But
Like that
that's
curry chicken.
But this is why losing weight is easier to me because you could like miss the gym and still eat right. As long as you're in a calorie surplus, it might slow your results down a little bit, but you still should lose weight. If you working out every single day and your eating is like this, but if you working out hard, you can still lose weight.
I mean,
You got more
I don't know.
flexibility for air.
I
Whereas though
think-
with gaining weight, there's really even none. You need to sleep properly. You need to intake the right amount of protein. You need to eat the right amount of carbs so you
but
can have energy.
That's the same as losing weight.
No, it's not.
It is, bro.
No, it's not.
Bro, you could sit
No,
there
it's
if
not.
you don't work out, if you don't burn calories, if you don't change your diet, and listen, y'all can come in here. Here go you.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Hold on. Here go you. You can come in here and train every day, but if you don't change your diet, you'll never lose weight. That's you all the time.
All the time. But that's to encourage.
No. Okay, we
to
got to end the show because we great. We about to tear what
I'm
we
gonna put it
built up
to you
in
like
seconds.
this: if you work out super hard, diet don't matter as much, and we know it because we come in here and we'll kill ourselves on it, and we'll eat relatively good, and we'll be fine. We'll lose weight.
But my whole career, I ate whatever I wanted to eat.
Exactly.
I just kept eating. I ate 6-7 times a day.
Exactly.
And I put the weight on.
Because you ate 6-7 times a day.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
So for you,
the
that's
average
easy.
person,
But the average person don't eat 6-7 times a day. They eat 1, maybe 2 times a day.
That's when you're young.
No,
when you
that's
get
period.
Okay. When
That's
you get
period.
older, see, he's not old. He didn't even reach 40 yet. He didn't reach 40 yet.
What they got to do with anything?
We're gonna market. I keep going in and out. We're gonna mark this episode because when you turn 40, all that shit you doing now, all that slams on break, bro.
No.
Your metabolism won't even go nowhere. And everything you eat is gonna run to the bottom of your stomach and your ass and sit.
I don't know what the fuck you
Okay.
talking about.
All
All I'm
right.
saying is,
Will y'all tell him what I'm talking about?
it's so much harder to gain weight. So
Okay.
much. It takes so much more
I
discipline.
just think
it
it's
takes so
it's
much more
what part of the
consistency.
time.
Nope. It takes. I don't care what. Because as you get older, your body start looking at muscle like it's expensive. Muscle becomes like a Louis bag to your body.
It ain't the muscle.
Your
it's
body
the-
don't need muscle
It's
for anything.
what you got to do to go buy the bag. It's
That's-
all the work I have to put in to generate the muscle.
And everybody
because,
don't have a Louis bag.
because they don't want to put that work in.
But fat is like, bag you buy at Marshalls or some shit like
I
that.
don't know, bro.
Fat is easily expendable. That's why girls.
this what
it's
I'ma
easy
say.
for a girl to go, be like, all right, I want to go on vacation. Let me lose 10 pounds. Boom, she lost 10 pounds. Yeah, she might gain it back, but she knows she can do it again.
Yeah.
If I buckle down for 2 months when I go on that vacation, I just had a client today. Dev, you think I can lose 10 pounds in 4 weeks? All right, let's go. I could do that. But if a girl come to me and be like, all right, can I build muscle in 4 weeks? All right, we gotta do 2-a-days. We gotta eat like crazy. We gotta eat like a madman.
I don't know. I just
that
find
gaining weight, it consumes your life.
So I will say this in my defense. I'm not here to make people lose weight unless your contract says it.
Yeah, no.
And then only thing I'm doing
I do
when
this
your
shit every day.
contract, and the only thing I'm doing with the contract is changing your diet because I'm still training you and I'm still working you hard.
Right.
I'm just controlling what you eat and how much you bring in a day. That's it. But I'm not here to actually sit here and say if I can make you lose weight in a certain amount of time. I can't say that because that's not my job. That's your job.
You're
That's
right.
what you do. So
Right.
I'm gonna leave it to you. But in my mind, I just know I think is a certain time of the year for that question. Not so much time of the year where you are in your life. Because if you're after 40, losing weight is virtually impossible.
Bro,
That shit do not go nowhere.
That hard, bro.
All right.
Don't eat the bullshit. Don't
But
drink.
that's just the thing.
Do
At
your
40,
fucking cardio and lift weights.
at 40, we don't have that kind of time because majority of men and women at 40 got careers and they doing XYZ, so they eat like shit.
What's the
And
difference between a 20-year-old? That's no different. They
Their
got a job.
metabolism is haul assing. They
Yeah,
can
but
walk.
but
They
not-
can walk from here to the door and burn twice as calories than me.
True. So then now that means that person that's 40 got to work twice as hard.
But that's my point. They're not going to do that.
That's on the person though. Whereas though you got to work twice as hard to build muscle at 40, and you can't say that. You can't say that because you already got muscle.
I'm about to say I can
You
go
can't.
in there.
You can't
and
look
one
at yourself and do that. No.
1 week
we
of my
be like,
shit
we be
swell
like,
like a cobra.
fuck, I don't need to lift no more weights. This shit
Yeah,
back.
I'm back, nigga.
We'll go from like benching like 135 week 1 to week 2 or 3. That shit like 405.
I'm
Boom,
back
boom.
and shut that shit off again.
Yeah.
I made it. I'm done.
Yeah, yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
gonna lose weight.
Y'all hear it here first. My
Yeah,
man said he
I'ma do
gonna
it.
lose weight.
I'ma
I'm
do
about
it.
to lose weight too, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm
I
gonna
got a
go
wedding
ahead.
coming up.
My
I gotta live
problem.
right in Mexico.
Yeah, my problem. You know what my? Oh shit, I forgot about that. That's coming up.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, my problem, honestly, is the cardio. I just ain't got it in me to get my ass on that treadmill and walk. And I
See,
know I
I'm not
need to
doing
do
that.
it.
I'm not doing that type of cardio.
All right, I need to do it.
I gotta do circuits and shit like that.
No, I ain't doing all that shit.
That's
I
my
ain't got
shit.
time for that.
Quick
I'm
20
cool.
minutes in, out,
Shit.
intense. Knock that shit out the park.
Yeah,
Be
well,
done.
that's it. Where we at for as time?
That's
we
pretty
good?
much it.
Oh,
Damn,
that's
bro,
good
you
money.
be talking a lot, bro.
That was you. You had a whole lot to say today because you was missing a week. You had all this shit bottled up, didn't you?
Honestly, I was like preparing for this shit today. When y'all moved the show up, I was like, oh shit, let me get my shit
My
right.
shit was done 2 days ago.
I've been thinking about it all week, but I was like, all right, how I want to break it down.
Yeah. Well, that's another episode.
Episode 13.
The number one athletic podcast in the city. You know who it is. The Grind 24/7. Self-proclaimed. That's what we do. We're gonna do it all day long. And if you are better, show us. Right. That's all I am. Show me. Show me how good you are. Because we're
Right.
gonna tear that shit apart. Whack asses. I don't even know where that came from, ladies and gentlemen.
right. He
I just
had
felt
to
like
talk
saying
his
that shit. Yeah. Pop your shit.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe.
Yes.
Tell us what y'all think of the show.
Yes. Please don't be afraid to
It
comment.
is dope. One of the guys I was walking, he was like, "Man, I've been watching y'all show.
That's what's up.
That's so dope." So thank y'all for watching, man.
I had one person shoot me a text message and talk about. I think they even put it on a post of how good the show is. I saw shit. I really like that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we need 7 people to get 100 followers,
Yeah.
subscribers maybe. Let me put it like
If
that.
we get 7 subscribers, G giving y'all money.
I can't hear you. What did he say? Mike is up. Yo, we had a ball this
Yes.
show. I hope you guys got a lot of information and I hope that helped with running.
Yeah, it's a lot of information.
Trainers, I hope that helped y'all to develop your program a little bit better. If not, lose money. Guys, come to us. We will take care of you. We are the
Shit.
Ooh.
We are the shit.
The shit. You heard it, man. You heard he back off vacation fresh, got his mind right. He seen some shaky butts. He seen the football game. He bought some bottles. He had highlighters. He had sparkles.
Yeah, the
he did
highlighters.
it all, baby.
Don't talk about the highlights. That shit is.
That's one of them Johns.
Spent
that they,
$800 and they get
He had the John.
little ass LED light.
Yeah, the John you snap and
Yeah.
drop in the cave.
It did be so there. I was in that joint salty as shit. I seen the bottles come out. I'm like, oh yeah. What the fuck is that? My hand stayed up and everything, just like, fuck.
I'm glad I wasn't with you
Man.
because I would have grind you up.
Remember that time we went out and I got that small ass hookah? It reminded me of that.
Yo, this hookah, where did we go? I know where we was at. I know
Yeah.
where we was at. So I come in there, my man at the bar, the hookah is this big. He like, you want some of this?
They did be
Hell no,
dirty.
right. Yo, the
They
shit,
did be dirty.
the hookah was like this big. Shout out to Body Armor, but the hookah was like this big. Yo, he like, gee, you want something? Hell no, I don't want none of that.
They did me
You're not gonna
dirty.
get me. You're not gonna get me caught smoking that shit like that.
I
Yo,
said,
that was bad.
how good did y'all go here? It's like the girl was like, our hookah is awesome.
Bro, what was she supposed to tell you? No, it's nasty.
Tell me the truth. Just say it like, no, you don't want it, or whatever the case
Yo,
may be.
I act like I ain't no bull.
So when I,
the fucking coal,
When
the coal was bigger than the hookah.
because I don't really smoke hookah like that. It's just when we out and
Yeah.
everybody have a good time. So I went and like, first thing I asked in Texas was like, how big is your hookahs? Y'all not gonna give me those small ass. How big is your hookahs? Are they tall? Oh yeah. All right, give me that one. How much are they? 50? All right, cool. Let me get 2. Give
Yeah.
me 2 bottles. And then they came out with the little, oh, y'all gonna do me like that?
Oh,
But when I
man.
seen the bowl with the sparkles, I was like, I need sparkles.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That's the only way I do bottles.
Yeah.
And all my homies know if they break, I'm not paying for it if I ain't got the sparkles with my
Yeah.
bottles, man. Think, no, we don't want nobody. I do.
Yeah, I want everybody to know.
I spent $400 for this bottle. You should be pouring that shit
Should've
for
put
me and
me, right,
everything.
right,
Yeah, no, I like the sparkles. I'm all for it. Well, everybody, I'm flashy, so I don't care, but I love that shit. You know what I mean?
I'm flashy sometimes.
Yeah, I'm flashy all the time. Every chance I get.
I know you keep trying to get me to dress up for the
Yes.
podcast.
Hey, by the way, I need everybody to like. Well, no, I need everybody to comment. Tell him to put some real clothes on, man.
I
We're on a
train
podcast.
before we even sit down at the podcast.
Don't train.
I'm training people.
Don't train.
I got money to make, man. I got a wedding to
do
pay
that
for.
shit early. See them at 7
He
o'clock.
even tried to get me to go in the closet and change. Bro, the fuck?
Drawing and change. He won't change his clothes.
When we come out,
guess what I'm gonna do?
Like,
I'm gonna keep getting fresh on him. I'm gonna keep getting fresh on him.
That shit,
the
yeah.
Batman run.
The Batman run.
Yeah.
That's all right. That shit gonna run out.
No, it ain't.
Episode 99, he gonna wear the same sneaks or some shit.
No,
I'm
ain't.
like, that shit running out.
Look in that
it?
closet. It's like 90 pairs of Jordans in that closet.
That shit
right
running
there.
out, ain't
No,
it?
it ain't. You know what? For the next 4 shows, I'm wearing all ones.
All right, I'm gonna talk about the next 4. You gotta go to 8. If
Okay,
you start that
we can
shit,
go to 8. We can go to 8. The next 8 shows, I'm wearing all ones.
gotta go to 12.
The next 12 shows, I'm wearing all ones. We can keep going. I got ones forever.
See, I don't do ones like
Yeah.
that.
Huh?
No, that ain't no hornet. I don't do shit that thing. No.
What happened?
Y'all will see this podcast end real quick.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, is that a hornet? I got stung by a hornet recently.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I recently got stung. I don't do nothing that sting, bro.
It was a bee? I didn't see that.
Y'all would have seen the bitch come out of us so
Yeah,
quick.
I
I
don't
don't
hold
do
ass
shit.
out
Yeah, I
here.
don't do shit
all
that sting.
All right, well,
Fuck
that
that.
ends our episode.
Yes.
Great show. Like, share, comment. Please comment. Say whatever you want to say.
Love y'all.
My man, welcome back.
Yes.
Next week, stay tuned. You'll
We
have
got
all
Sheeta.
3 of us on here having some fun, giving out some good information.
Shout out to Sheeta too, because she be having my back when I'm not here. She be like, don't talk about Dev like that. I appreciate that, Sheeta.
And then she'd be like, off camera, we going to grind his ass up. When he come back, we going to tear his ass up.
She said we gonna team up on you.
Oh, no, I see it. It's a little bug. It look like a ladybug.
Yeah.
It look like a ladybug.
Yeah, you said a hornet. This shit was supposed to be, oh shit.
Yeah. It look like a ladybug. Yeah.
Bitch gonna
So,
come right out of me.
That's it. Shout out. Oh, I ain't even get my shout outs to my team.
Oh, producer.
Fuck. They left already. It's gone. We do it next week. See y'all. Got my man Live. Got my man Don. Who else we forget?
Alex.
Alex, assistant producer.
Sheeta.
Sheet
Officially
Money.
part of the show. Congratulations,
Sheet Money.
girl.
Yeah, you wasn't here for that.
I know, but I mean, that's why I had to give her a
Let me
shout out.
guess.
Say I appreciate her.
Next week you going somewhere too? Going somewhere every week. That's it. Peace out. Great show.